Welcome to Chapter 1, Part 1 of the Digital Marketing course from Eduonics. My name is Kristen and I'll be your instructor today. Chapter 1 covers all aspects of SEO, and that includes, in this part, an SEO overview, white hat versus black hat, and organic versus paid search. So let's get started. So what is search engine optimization, or SEO? SEO is the practice of improving and promoting a website to increase the number of visitors that site receives from search engines. There are many aspects to SEO, from the words on your page to the way other sites link to you on the web. Sometimes SEO is simply a matter of making sure your site is structured in a way that search engines understand. Search engine optimization isn't just about building search engine friendly websites. It's about making your site better for people too. So this chapter is designed to describe all areas of SEO, from finding the terms and phrases, which are called keywords, that generate the traffic to your website, to making your site friendly to search engines, to building links and marketing the unique value of your site. If you're confused about that stuff, you're not alone, and we're here to help. So why does your website need SEO? The majority of web traffic is driven by the major commercial search engines, which in the United States at the very least are Google, Bing, and Yahoo. There's some others overseas, but we'll focus on those three today. Although social media and other types of traffic can generate visits to your website, search engines are the primary method of navigation for most internet users. This is true whether your site provides content, services, products, information, or just about anything else. Search engines are unique in that they provide targeted traffic, people looking for what you're offering. Search engines are the roadways that make this happen. If the search engines cannot find your site or add content to their databases, you miss out on incredible opportunities to drive traffic to your site. Search queries. The words that people type into the search box carry extraordinary value. Experience has shown that the search engine traffic can make or break an organization's success. Targeted traffic to a website can provide publicity, revenue, and exposure like no other channel of marketing. Investing in SEO can have an exceptional rate of return compared to other types of marketing and promotion. So let's discuss for a minute why the search engines can't figure out your site without SEO. So search engines are smart, but they still kind of need your help. The major engines are always working to improve their technology, called algorithms, to crawl the web more deeply and return better results to users. However, there's a limit to how much search engines can do and how they can operate. Whereas the right SEO can net you thousands of visitors and increased attention, the wrong moves can hide or even bury your site deep within the search results where visibility is pretty minimal. In addition to making content available to search engines, SEO also helps boost your rankings so that content will be placed where searchers will more readily find it. The internet is becoming increasingly competitive, and those companies who perform SEO will have a decided advantage in visitors and also in customers. Can you do SEO for yourself? The world of SEO is complex, but most people can understand the basics. Even a small amount of knowledge can make a big difference. Free SEO education is widely available on the web, including in guides like this, walkthroughs, courses. Combine this with a little bit of practice and you're well on your way to becoming a guru. Depending on your time commitment, your willingness to learn, and the complexity of your website or websites, you may decide you need an expert to handle things for you. Firms that practice SEO can vary. Some have a highly specialized focus, while others take a broader and more general approach. So in this chapter, what we'll be discussing is the following: white hat versus black hat SEO, organic versus paid search, on-site or off-site SEO, how to build quality links, how to avoid penalties, and how to remove penalties. So let's discuss white hat SEO versus black hat SEO. Search engine optimization is an integral part of online marketing, and that can often mean the difference between success and failure for any business. As such, individuals and organizations are seeking new strategies to better their SEO efforts and to achieve the desired results as swiftly and cost efficiently as possible. The obvious results being increased organic traffic and increased SERP results, search engine ranking page results, for targeted keywords. The fundamental difference between black hat and white hat SEO lies within how your SEO expert conducts their backlinking strategy. Black hat SEO looks for the quick and always wrong approach that gets you penalized by the search engines. White hat SEO approach looks at the long term that doesn't get you penalized, though you still can if your SEO expert does it wrong. So black hat SEO versus white hat SEO. Let's get a little more into depth. White hat SEO includes all the best practice. White hat SEO includes all the best practice strategies built upon methods that are compliant with search engine regulations, employed by website owners to attain higher rankings on the SERPs. Black hat SEO, on the other hand, as you might guess, is the exact opposite. Deception is often employed using methods which are frowned upon by search engines and contrary to the guidelines in order to enhance a website's rankings. Black hat practices always get caught in the end, so be wary. The major differences between the two are compliance. Black hat SEO involves techniques which are considered unethical by search engines, while white hat SEO techniques conform to regulations and include no deception. Approval. White hat SEO is approved by all search engines, while black hat is not. Consequence. The result of engaging in black hat SEO is that the website may get penalized with lower rankings, de-indexed, and might even be banned, and these penalties last for a long time. And methods, where white hat SEO includes techniques such as research, quality content, analysis, web design, and relevant meta tags. Black hat SEO methods comprise of blog comment spam, link farming, keyword stuffing, hidden links, and cloaked pages. One has to wonder why people continue to insist upon using black hat SEO when the penalties imposed are so severe. Black hat SEO techniques equals severe penalties from search engines, so the answer lies in the perceived effectiveness of each technique. And it's generally agreed that white hat methods take a long time to actually deliver results, and that's why people are tempted to employ riskier methods. So let's discuss the penalties a little bit. We'll go in more in depth in these later on in the chapter. Google uses various algorithms and updates them constantly in an effort to make search engines as relevant, authentic, and spam-free as possible. So in the Google Panda update, this looks at website content for quality, rewarding websites who maintain high quality and lower sites that have lower quality content. Furthermore, since it was released, it was not just individual pages that are penalized for low quality, but the entire website's ranking is affected. In the Google Penguin update, it seeks out black hat SEO techniques in particular, penalizing thousands since its launch for having used link farms to accumulate a host of bad links. However, website owners cannot always control who provides a link to their page. And the Penguin update definitely took the whole SEO world by storm, but was highly received by all the good SEO companies. All things considered, you might want to stick to white hat SEO, even if you have to wait a while before your website shows up near the top of the search engine result pages. So let's discuss a little bit about organic search versus paid search. Building a website is only the tip of the iceberg, really. The real challenge is driving qualified visitors to your website. A qualified visitor is anyone who would have a direct interest in your product or service. And one of the best places to find quality visitors is through search engines. What better time to sell a product than when somebody is actively looking for it? The only way that this person will see your website is if you have an organic natural listing, which are the results found on the left side of a Google search, or if you have a paid sponsored listing on the right side of a Google search. The act of trying to get listed in one of these areas is called internet marketing. Internet marketing is mainly comprised of search engine optimization, SEO, which is the process of improving the quantity and quality of one's organic search traffic, and search engine marketing, SEM, also known as pay-per-click marketing, PPC, which is the process of paying for each click sent by a search engine. These two forms of internet marketing are completely independent from each other and each possess their own strengths and weaknesses. The advantage of organic search marketing is that organic listings are more trusted by searchers than paid listings. Most searchers are savvy enough to realize that Google has a say in what shows up in their searches and that paid listings are more about who has the deeper pocket. Top organic positions also attract 50% more attention than top paid positions. The disadvantage of organic search is that it can be tricky to get top rankings if you don't know what you're doing. Search engine optimization services base their entire businesses around raising their clients' rankings. SEO services are highly valued by companies because of a top position in Google for a competitive keyword can skyrocket leads and sales. These companies improve their client rankings via proper search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is the act of optimizing a website to be more search engine friendly and increasing its perceived importance in the eyes of a search engine. Google uses complex ranking algorithms to determine which websites will be listed nearest the top of the page. If your website isn't properly optimized, you could be losing out. So let's talk about paid search real quick. The obvious disadvantage of paid search marketing is that, well, you have to pay for it. Paid search marketing is also commonly referred to as pay-per-click or PPC advertising. The rate you are charged per click varies upon your market and your preferred ranking. A company paying 30 cents per click will likely not rank above a company paying 40 cents per click. And there are some exceptions, but for simplicity's sake, this holds true. The advantage of paying per click is that you have complete control over which terms your website will be listed under in real time. This is especially useful when you aren't sure about which keywords yield the highest returns. So using PPC management tools, you can easily determine which keywords are working best for your website. The right choice for your website depends on your particular needs and desires. Most websites benefit from utilizing a combination of both approaches. Using PPC marketing can also help you quickly identify your best performing keywords, while implementing a longer term SEO strategy will increase your chances of ranking well in the organic listings. And that's it for Chapter 1, Section 1. In Section 2, we'll be discussing on-site SEO, off-site SEO, and quality links. Thanks for listening.